Hello everybody, it's Michael Finkley with The Michael Finkley Show.
And I'm Nicole with Conversations with Nicole. You can join me Wednesdays at 9 a.m. on all of my streaming platforms.
Well, Nikki, don't forget about The Michael Finkley Show, Mondays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CTR Media Network.
Join us!
What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Prince Hortboom, and I play Jacob in Fated Seduction, and you guys are watching The Michael Finkley Show.
On the next Michael Finkley, he's the real Boston Cowboy. Country artist Timothy James is with us. He talks new music and plans for 2024. Plus, Community Spotlight Series. Happy New Year, Fink Fam. We are back. All new Finkley, Monday.
There's a new familiar face this time. Say hello to the new daytime. See it everywhere you go. New and the greatest show. It's no other than the Michael Finkley Show. There is no other. He's like no other. I'm so glad that someone resonates with me. Come celebrate with me. Let's tune into
Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, y'all, my next guest, he is the country artist on the rise. He is the real Boston Cowboy. He is none other than Timothy James. How are you, sir?
I'm so happy to be here. I'm doing great, given the circumstances with this crazy storm we're experiencing. But that's why I'm here in this this cool room they got power at least.
Exactly. So, like, is it a northeaster that's happening now, or what's going on?
I don't know what it is. It came up last night, and there's a lot of trees down everywhere, and there's all kinds of things. Power outages everywhere, flooding. It's not too good. So
I gotcha. Awesomeness. Well, please be safe. Please be safe in that regard. So let's talk about this subtitle of your name, the Real Boston Cowboy. Where did it come from?
You know, I just came up with it. I was talking to my friend, and I was trying to think. I wanted to separate myself from the masses. Mm-hmm. You know, you got like Kid Rock, and you got other people that have kind of code names that everybody knows them by. Well, I wanted to kind of trademark something different because it's a little unorthodox being from Boston playing country music, even though music's for everybody. You know, it's one of those things where, like, you know, especially country music, I feel like, especially when you go on Instagram and, you know, there's a lot of songs that people talk about, like, you never worked on a truck and all these things, you know, the cliche kind of things. That being said, so I just want to establish myself and, get out there and just, you know, let everybody know that I'm the real Boston Cowboy, ready to take music by storm.
I love it, and that's what you're doing. So we're definitely going to get into that as well. But where did your country roots come from in being a northerner?
So I was semi-raised by my grandparents. I spent a lot of time with them, and they had an old record player with tons of records, and it was just music playing, and I would always be combing through records. And then as I, got a little older, I'd be, hanging out with them, and I'd be playing the cassette tapes in the car or whatever. And I was just exposed to early music. It could have been, it was 1930s, 1940s, big band stuff. And then a lot of the early country stars that were around, coming up through the 40s and the 50s and Western Swing and Hank Williams and all those guys. And so it was just kind of like what I've always listened to. Like I know a lot about old music, and I listen to probably 80% of the music that I listen to is probably before 1950 that I listen on a daily basis. So it's just my jam, I don't know.
I gotcha. And when did you realize that, I have a talent for this? Because sometimes it takes persons a while to realize their real gift, right? When did you realize and say, I have a talent for this, and I want others to feel what I'm feeling when I sing this?
With country music or music in general?
Well, country music.
Country music. Okay, well, it's tough to say. Well, I could never sing country music like country music for me came later on. So I've always loved country music, and I played in different bands. So I started playing guitar when I was 17, and then from there I played in all kinds of bands, and I've always loved country music. I played in R&B bands, blues bands, rockabilly bands, which was probably the last thing I did before I took a hiatus, and which is kind of country. It's rock and roll. It's kind of like it's a little swing, a little rock and roll, a little bit of country. And I've always loved country music, but I could never pull it off to make it sound authentic. So I just shied away from it. And then a few years ago, I took a 10 years off of music pretty much. And then couple years ago, I picked up my guitar, like literally dust collector, did not play anything, was not doing nothing. And I picked it up, and I noticed my voice was way lower, like way lower than it ever was. Like I couldn't even sing my old original songs all these songs I wrote 15 years ago. For all these, I mean, I've had on my repertoire for years. I couldn't even pull it off, but I noticed that I could sing a lot of country songs that I've always loved, and it came really natural. It was just very easy. The timbre and the tone of my voice was just there to do it. And from there, I just kind of said, you know what? I love writing, and I've always been a writer, so, like by default. You know, I've been songwriting since the minute I picked up a guitar, pretty much. As soon as I could learn 3 chords, I started writing. So before, and that being said, that's when probably just a few years ago, maybe when I actually realized like I could do this, and it sounds right, you know.
Sounds right. I think that everything that we go through in life has a season, right?
That's it.
Time frame, and this was your time.
You know, you couldn't have said it better. Honestly, that is exactly right. Like 2 years ago was not my time. A year ago was not my time. It's just now. Like, you know, since August, when I just said, you know what, I'm doing this and I'm all in, and I'm gonna, you know, I want to show the world my songs and have them resonate with people. That's for me. That's it. You know. So
what I love about country music, Timothy, is that it tells a story, right? It tells a story. It's emotion based. It's experience based. When people listen to your music, how do you want them to feel?
Well, I love to tell a story. A lot of country music that I hear today doesn't really have a lot of substance that I can relate to myself. You know, it seems like you can tell this. Sometimes there's multiple songwriters. It's very common to have multiple songwriters on a track. And sometimes I'm getting confused because I just don't understand where it's going. For me, I'm the only songwriter. So I write my own songs start to finish. And for me, I have to it has to be a personal experience. I can't just wake up today and be like, I'm going to write a song about, you know, somebody driving their car and they go out shopping for the day. I can't do that. I have to, it has to be something that hits me. It has to hit my soul, you know. I have to meet somebody or shake hands with somebody, or somebody has to say something to me. Or I, you know, somebody, you know, I have some elderly lady that says some funny quote that might hit me. It could be anything like that. And then when I put it together, I just I portray myself in my music, and I want people to just be able to relate. So it's not so personal. I want it, you know, so it's like for one person. If I wrote a song for you or something like that, that would be for you only. But so I kind of have to be a creative in a way where it's art, but it's a blanket statement basically for people to resonate and be like, oh man, I've been there. You know, I know what this feels like. I know what it's like to lose a loved one. I know what it's like to have heartbreak and heartache and have a child and all those things in life that you know, beautiful experiences either way, and those learning times, you know. Yeah, no one has heard. No one's you know, people have asked me like, what's the backstory, and this is the first time I'm gonna ever tell it. So it's pretty cool to do it on the Mike Finley show. So.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Mila, lead singer of 702, and you are watching the Michael Finkley Show. Where my girls at?
Hey, 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 don't you violate me.
On the next Michael Finkley, our exclusive interview with Dr. Kendall Taylor, a former drug dealer and felon. How these events prepare you for your future. Being married to Fantasia, what did she teach you about you? Are you proud of yourself? Monday's Finkley. Hello everybody, it's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first generation students. And also we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you.
Hi guys, welcome to Awaken. We wanted to serve the city of Mullins. We are church owned, and we felt like a coffee shop was such a huge need in the city of Mullins. There's nowhere for people to just come, get a cup of coffee, sit with friends, maybe do some work on the laptop. And so we feel like it was a service that we could give back to the city. Well, our hope is that people will feel calm, that they'll feel welcome, that it'll be a place where they can come and just clear their mind.
We come here twice a day. That's how I get their smoothies, their coffee, their lattes, frappes, delicious. I would love the atmosphere here. If I had time to come and just sit and relax, I would. It's awesome.
One thing that I really love about it being here is just the cozy environment. It's so inviting. I can come in here and I can get my schoolwork done, a good coffee and a good meal. But I'm just really thankful that they're here and that I have a good place to go.
We're open Tuesday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Awaken Coffee Bar, downtown Mullins.
Because I found you on the social media streets, and you have a fan over here now in South Carolina.
All right.
I tell you, you are in listening to your music. You're true to yourself and you're true to your music. And the single that comes to mind always too, it's brand new for you, Whole World. Mm-hmm. And as I was listening to it, I'm like, wow. Can you tell us about it? Can you tell the Fink Fam about it? Those that have not heard it yet.
Yeah, no one has heard. No one's at. People have asked me like, what's the backstory, and this is the first time I'm gonna ever tell it. So it's pretty cool to do it on the Mike Finkley Show. So basically, I was dating a girl, and she was driving down to Florida to visit her parents that she hasn't seen in a long time, and when she left originally, come back to Massachusetts, she kind of started a new life, and it was kind of like, there was some trouble with her family and stuff like that. It was kind of, I don't know if I wouldn't say broken home, but it was, there was some tension there between her siblings and her parents. And she was going down to Florida to go visit them. And she was on the phone with me, and she was telling me, I'm scared. I don't know what's going to be like. I don't know what kind of shape my dad's going to be in. I don't know if he's going to be drunk. I don't know what's happening. And she had her little girl with her. And I said, you know what? Just go there with an open mind. Just show them, they're going to be so excited to see your daughter anyways, or their grandchild. This is going to be a great time. And I was just kind of gave her some positive reinforcement because she was really like nervous, a little crying and stuff. And when she got there, about an hour, like she said, all right, I'm pulling down the driveway now. I'll call you back. And then she called me up and she said, it's like we never missed a beat. It was amazing. Her daughter ran to her grandparents and it was just all love, all good vibes, just a great memory for her. And it rekindled like all these good memories. And her sisters were there, and everything just it fell into place like they never missed a beat. And it was just a beautiful story in real life, So immediately I wrote that song. If it took me 5 minutes, that would have been a long time. I wrote the whole song, and I played it for her when she came back, and obviously it was emotional. And then as of recent, she reached out to me because we're not dating anymore. She reached out to me. I haven't talked to her in a few years. And she reached out to me with her mom on speakerphone on like a three-way call, and she played the music video for her mom. And yeah, it was such a cool moment. And you know, when I hear stuff, when that kind of thing happens, and it was just like, this is why I do that. You know, that was everything for me. You know, when people have an emotional response like that to something that I put together like that, and it's a beautiful thing. I can't say it any other way.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished, baby. That was, yeah, I hit it home on that one.
Exactly. Oh my word. So 2024 is here, right? It is here.
Yep.
What is one thing that you learned about yourself in 2023 that you're going to take into 2024?
Oh man. Definitely. So 2023 is probably the craziest year for me. It was like the worst year of my life, and it's become the best year of my life. The first part of 2023, I went through a divorce, and it was it was a very toxic relationship. And it took me out. I was like in a really bad way. And now, but in August, everything turned around in August. It's like all these great things, karma wise. I don't know. It's wild. Like I can't even believe the things that have been happening since August. But what I take away from that is to have boundaries for sure. I have boundaries that I didn't know how to do that because I'm an empathetic person generally. So you know, people can take advantage of that, you know, and you know, a kindness for a weakness, right? So that being said, probably I would say boundaries, and then and you know what, just to let go. I don't even, you know, if someone doesn't like me or doesn't want to like my music or they're jealous, I just don't care. I'm just, what can I do? I can't change it. I don't know how long, you know what? I don't know how long I'll be here on this earth. I'm just going to do my best, be a good dad, and just live my life, and then keep driving on to make awesome music for people to feel it, you know? So that's my message, I guess.
You mentioned your child as well, your dad. What legacy do you want to leave behind?
Oh man, that's heavy. My legacy to leave to him. Oh man, I guess I want him to. So I try to give him like live in a crazy world, right? So I think I just want him to be okay. If I was gone tomorrow, I'd want him to be okay and be like, and knowing that I gave him the opportunities and the tools to get through everything. And I think something like that, just to give him all those building blocks so he can strive and make it, you know, and make it like with flying colors, like good, like showing him character. Character is probably the most important thing I work on with him, because not everyone is going to like you in this world. It's just the way it works. We live in a world where everyone's supposed to like everybody, and it's just, you know, not everyone's going to be a cup of tea. I might not be yours. Somebody might not be mine. So it's okay to like find your circle of people that, you know, your people, and do your thing and persevere and work through it.
Oh, that's all we can do, right?
Right. What can you do? That's it.
Oh, that
You
is
know?
all we can do. Well said, my friend. Well said. 2024, new music, right?
Oh yeah, baby. So we did in August, I recorded 7 tunes, 7 tracks, and now we got, let's see. So we got Roll With You that's coming out January 5th. Whole World's already out, and then so we'll have 5 more. Actually, January 2nd, I'm going back down to Nashville to record 9 more of my originals, which is exciting. So, and then in May, I'm going back down again to record another probably 8 or 9 songs. So I got a lot of music that's going to be coming out. I have a big repertoire of songs I wrote over the years that I need to get out. I want people to hear this stuff, and I can't wait. I literally cannot wait. I'm so excited. So
we're excited too. We get to
I
hear
know.
more of you, the real Boston Cowboy.
That's it.
We get to hear more of you. Are you proud of yourself in this stage in your life?
Oh, you know what? It took me a little bit to be proud of myself because I was kind of broken down in my relationship. But my producer has been such a godsend to me. He's been, he's just such a great influence. He's a great mentor. He's helped me through so many things, and musically, he's just right every step of the way. He's, I have a question I'm not sure on. Boom, he's right there. He texts me back, and he's just there to reinforce me. And I know he's proud of me, and it makes me feel proud too. And I look now that I'm realizing, when I'm from Boston, I haven't been in a recording studio in 16 years. And now I go down to Nashville and record 7 songs. That's kind of a big deal, I guess. I didn't know that. He was saying that most people go down there and they do 1 or 2 tracks, or 2 or 3 songs maybe. But you go down there, and you went down and we did 18-hour days in the studio. We crushed 7 songs. He was kind of baffled. He's like, dude, you have a work ethic like I've never seen, So, yeah, just a crazy thing. So yeah, I am proud of myself, And the songs that that are coming out, I am proud of. They're like how I had them in my head. They sound in real life, So which is cool. They don't sound way off from how I wanted to write, So because you never know how things will come out on the back end.
Keep on doing what you do, my friend, because believe it or not, you're touching so many different lives, and so many people can relate to the lyrics that you give us through your music. So please continue. How can the Fink Fam find you on social media, and how can we stream your incredible music?
You can stream it. You can go to my Koji. It's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I'm on Twitter, and in the Real Boston Cowboy on YouTube. If you want to look at the videos, everything. All the links are right there. Right on any of those profiles, you can go right to them. You can download the songs. It's on every platform. Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, everything. So, yeah, I think there's 50 of them. I didn't even know there was, but there's some crazy ones. So, yeah. So every 40 days I'll be releasing a new one, which is cool. I was thought about doing an album, but then I said, I want to release one song, and then I can promote it each one, and hopefully get a little traction each one, and go on a show like this would be, to promote it, which is great.
You're more than welcome to come back, my friend.
I'd love to, yeah.
More than welcome, definitely, to come back. We appreciate you so much. Fink Fam, definitely go support. He is none other than the real Boston Cowboy himself, Timothy James.
That's it.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Ed Piotrowski with ABC15, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
Looking for some of the best soul food right here in Mullen, South Carolina? I promise you, come on down to Garden Alley.
Our grape salad's fabulous, our water gained, our potato salad, our chicken is fresh, macaroni and cheese is salted to perfection. I haven't found anything that's not great. Best ever.
Banana pudding, cakes, pies. Yeah. Selection is huge. Garden Alley is an awesome place to eat. I really love it.
Come by and see the amazing staff at Garden Alley, downtown Mullins.
Hello, Fink Fam. My name is Miko, and I'm so excited to take you on a tour of P42 Foundation. Come on in. People's house, we like to call it. And so I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to, this is our staff, where the P42 staff works. That's kind of in the front half of our building. You can see Virginia, Virginia is with the Food Policy Council, and coordinator for Juneteenth Mullins. And we have our farm ambassador sitting in the back, Miss Davon. And if you look around, we have various artwork that's all throughout the building. Our artwork was painted by high school students at Mullins High with assistance from their instructor. And we have all of this artwork. The big pieces are on loan from Mullins High School. And up above where you see the African drums, those are also on loan. So, you know, people bring artwork to us to display. And it's the one thing we wanted to do is we wanted to have a space where whenever we invited the community, it was welcoming, right? We want you to get information. So let's come over here and look at our information desk. At any point, when folks come in to see us, we always ask them if they're registered to vote. There's a bus in Marion County now. So we have the bus schedule that's up here. So if you need to try to figure out how to, and it's free. And we're working with PDRTA to get P42 Foundation as a bus stop. So hopefully that happens. And then Fink Fam, I'm gonna give a bunch of these. These are Juneteenth Mullins, June 17th coming up, flyers to Michael Finkley here. Let's come on back. So the next thing we're gonna take a look at is we have a studio. So our studio over here, whenever you see us online or live, this is where we do it from, our little makeshift studio here. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is the P42 Foundation studio, right? You know, and we do, a matter of fact, just yesterday, Mr. Bill and Terry, they did a demonstration on food that we harvested from the garden. So this is our studio. This is our conference room table. And then this is our wall of heroes. So on our wall of heroes, we are so excited. Pardon me, we were vacuuming. So these are all of the wonderful organizations that donate $250 or more to us. And so they're on our wall of heroes. Also, we have our 2003 patrons, our 2023 patrons. They all donate a minimum of $10 or more a month to help us to keep the lights on. We always have our swag wall going on. So with the swag, if it's P42 Foundation swag, that is, our t-shirts cost $20. If it's Black Voters Matter swag, there you go. Black Voters Matter swag is free as long as you send a text message to Black Voters Matter, and we'll help you do that. But now we have some t-shirts available. Sometimes we have t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, all kinds of fun stuff. But yeah, so this is our swag wall. And then over here, this is our internet cafe. So let's say if you need to pay a bill, or a child needs to come and do some homework, or you need to use the internet we have here for free at any point, you could come, we get you signed in, you get set up at our internet cafe, and you can use the internet for free. And then come on back. So we celebrated Kwanzaa together this year. And one of the things that we did for those that attended was we asked them to put on this banner how they would represent the concepts of Kwanzaa throughout the year, and to come back into our office to kind of remind. So right here, these two bikes, we have a garden that is located on the block in Mullins, and we will be auctioning these bikes off for free. These bikes were donated from Walmart Mullins, and they're going to be auctioned. And for folks that are, you know, that hang out at the block, right? We're taking a little bit of their space, so we just want to show that we're sharing the space with them. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek into our food hub, right? So we got our commercial freezer in the back, and then this is where when the food comes in, we would have it. Now this right now it's a little bit in between because we don't have anything scheduled yet. You are all welcome. Anytime, whether you're local to this community or not, whenever you happen to be in Marion County, come give us a visit. Come to 158 South Main Street in Mullins and just pop in. Between 9 and 5, there's somebody always here.
This is Director Ryan Givens on the Michael Finkley Show. And if you ain't tuned in here, I don't know what you doing, because this boy good.
On the next Michael Finkley, our exclusive interview with Dr. Kendall Taylor, a former drug dealer and felon. How these events prepare you for your future. Being married to Fantasia, what did she teach you about you? Are you proud of yourself? Monday's Finkley.
This your girl Butterby Rocka. I am an executive film producer, director, writer, and international top charting recording artist. And you are watching The Michael Finkley Show.